Did you know that over 1.5 billion people are currently learning English worldwide? This definitely highlights the need for effective self-study techniques amongst learners because even with 1.5 billion people, at some point you have to practice alone. So, welcome to Mastering English Communication with Business English Success Strategies. We're going to tackle this topic today and give you some useful advice. This lesson is titled 5 Effective Strategies to Practice Alone. And our aim here today is to equip English language learners and non-native professionals with practical methods to enhance speaking skills independently. And just so we all know up front, because I study other languages, I use all of these. So I'm fully on board with their effectiveness, but I'm going to share them with you and prove it out. So we will explore 5 key strategies: shadowing to mimic native speakers, recording yourself for self-assessment, leveraging language apps properly for interactive practice, reading aloud to improve pronunciation, and practicing through writing to enhance language skills. Each topic will provide actionable insights and tips for effective self-study. Okay, let's get started. So in our introduction, we want to highlight the necessity of alternative English practice methods for learners who lack speaking partners. So we want to emphasize their effectiveness and fluency improvement. So let's look at the need for alternative methods. Many language learners struggle to find speaking partners. So unless you live in the environment where you're immersed, you need a speaking partner, right? Certainly that can be a tutor or a coach, but you're not meeting with them all the time. So you want to have practice time outside of formal class time if you actually do have formal class or tutor time. And this makes self-practice essentials essential for enhancing fluency. Because let's be honest, if you're a business professional, you have a busy lifestyle and you have the social interactions, and you don't want to be hesitant in these environments. You want to feel confident. So let's look at benefits for business professionals and ESL students. We're going to touch on this. We're going to look at utilizing mental practice and diverse methods significantly. And these will significantly boost communication skills for both business professionals and ESL students. So many learners struggle to find conversation partners. Now, even though I mentioned this, this is actually very, very serious. You do want to find a conversation partner, um, if possible, and if convenient, to your schedule, etc. Because without one and without the proper solution, you're going to hinder your speaking skills. So self-practice techniques effectively bridge the gap and promote language fluency. Reliable research shows that consistent self-practice can lead to a 30% improvement in language retention. Technology offers various tools, such as language apps and online forums, enabling learners to engage with the language independently. Also, studies show or indicate that practicing speaking through shadowing techniques can significantly boost pronunciation and confidence. I will tell you it works extremely well for me because I really get the sense of how to pronounce something. Right? Engaging in solo activities like reading aloud, which is also excellent, I do that as well, or recording yourself can simulate the speaking experience and enhance verbal skills. Use them all together to improve. So now let's look at some of the benefits for business professionals and ESL students. Effective communication is crucial for success in business and academic environments. No secret, right? especially for non-native English speakers. From a business perspective, the two examples that come to mind, because I have experience in these two, are technology and various types of financial services. Mental practice such as visualization and self-talk, excuse me, helps reinforce language skills and boost confidence in speaking. Research shows that engaging in self-study can improve vocabulary retention by up to 50% when combined with active practice. In other words, you skyrocket, right? You power forward dramatically in your improvement. Business professionals often face specific communication challenges. So tailored practice strategies can address these needs directly. After all, you're in a business environment, the stakes are higher. It's not just a social conversation, right? And stakes are higher on many different levels, both for yourself, your career, your group, your department, your company, your client. ESL students who employ varied practice techniques tend to report higher levels of fluency and comprehension. Alternative methods like using language learning apps and listening to podcasts, listening to YouTube, and other types of videos, which you're doing as you listen here, provide immersive experiences that enhance learning. So let's take a look at shadowing. Shadowing focuses on a practical technique that enhances language skills by mimicking native speakers. After all, they're native speakers. Who better to mimic? And aligning that with the aim of empowering self-learners in their English practice. Right? So we're going to dive into exactly how shadowing as a technique helps a learner by listening to and repeating native speakers to improve pronunciation, intonation, and fluency. So there are free resources for shadowing. We don't leave you on your own. Right? There are accessible resources such as YouTube channels like BBC Learning English that provide valuable shadowing practice material. So there's a good place to go that is budget friendly, right? The phrase I like to use, where you can practice. Right? In addition to being on YouTube and finding the appropriate type of a presenter or teacher. Then there are paid resources for shadowing. Right? So you have paid options like SpeechLing app or the SpeechLing app, and this offers guided exercises and feedback from native speakers for enhanced learning. So what exactly is shadowing? I know I sort of mentioned it, but let's go through it once more. Shadowing is a language learning technique where learners listen to a native speaker and repeat immediately. This improves your speaking skills. The immediacy of repeating is very important. So this method involves following audio from podcasts, movies, or speeches, focusing on mimicking the speaker's tone and rhythm. Research shows that shadowing can significantly improve pronunciation and comprehension, especially when used consistently. For example, many language learners use TED Talks, and that's TED, in case you haven't heard of them, TED Talks, for shadowing, as they provide clear, articulate speech on various topics. Statistics indicate that learners who practice shadowing report a 30% improvement in speaking confidence, 30% improvement in speaking confidence within a few months. So certainly this is a must-use technique. Now, in today's digital age, numerous free resources are available to enhance English speaking skills, particularly through shadowing techniques. So this slide highlights specific online platforms that can be beneficial for self-learners. And as you can see, these are free resources for the most case. YouTube channels, a treasure trove of educational content, which is one of the reasons that I created one. Channels like BBC Learning English provide structured lessons that cater to various proficiency levels, ensuring learners can find suitable materials to practice with. BBC Learning English. This channel offers a wide range of videos from grammar lessons to pronunciation tips, pardon me. Its focus on real-life conversations helps learners understand context and usage, making an ideal resource for shadowing. Shadowing practice videos. Engaging in shadowing involves listening to spoken English and attempting to imitate it in real time. Super important. This practice not only improves pronunciation, but also builds fluency and confidence. And then a variety of topics. Shadowing resources cover various subjects from news segments to cultural discussions. This diversity allows learners to explore different vocabularies and contexts, making the learning process more engaging. Now, there are paid resources as well, right? So, and on this slide, these resources will enhance your English speaking skills through shadowing techniques, specifically the Speechling app. Now, this platform, Speechling, offers a variety of guided exercises that allow learners to practice their speaking skills in a structured manner. With a user-friendly interface, it provides audio recordings for learners to imitate, therefore ensuring they can work on pronunciation and fluency. You get native speaker feedback. One of the standout features of Speechling is this opportunity for users to submit their recordings and receive feedback from native speakers. Super, super useful. This direct interaction helps learners identify areas of improvement, such as intonation and rhythm, which are crucial for effective communication. By utilizing these paid resources, if it works for your budget, learners can engage in focused practice sessions that mimic real-life conversations, thus enhancing their overall speaking proficiency. Incorporating feedback from native speakers not only builds confidence, but also provides insights that self-study alone may not offer. Now let's look at recording yourself. So in this section, the focus is on the importance of recording oneself as a method to improve English speaking skills and track progress effectively. So you might be thinking, why record yourself? Recording helps learners pinpoint pronunciation, grammar, and clarity issues while boosting confidence and tracking their progress over time. Free resources for recording. We're going to touch on those. Utilizing smartphone voice memo apps allows learners to record, listen back, and assess their speaking performance conveniently. Of course, paid resources. The ELSA Speak app provides real-time feedback on pronunciation, offering an advanced tool for improving fluency and speaking skills. So as I mentioned, why record yourself? This is a powerful self-evaluation tool. It allows you as a learner to become aware of speech patterns and areas for improvement. By listening to recordings, learners can pinpoint specific issues in pronunciation, grammar, and fluency, which might go unnoticed in real-time conversations. A study by the University of Cambridge found that 70% of language learners improved pronunciation after consistent self-recording practices. Incorporating recording into daily practice can reduce speaking anxiety, as it allows learners to prepare and refine their messages before sharing with others. Apps like voice memos or Audacity provide simple platforms for recording and playback, making it accessible for all learners. So in today's digital age, technology offers various tools, and one of the simplest yet most effective methods is utilizing smartphone's voice memo app. Right? This app allows you to record your spoken English anytime, anywhere. It's an invaluable tool for practicing pronunciation, intonation, and fluency. Simply open the app, record your voice, and save your sessions for later review. Self-evaluation. Listening back to your recordings help you assess your performance critically. You can identify areas for improvement, such as mispronounced words or awkward phrasing. This is reflection, and this reflection process is crucial for self-correction and growth. Now, many language learners have found success using voice memo apps, right? I will tell you that as a business professional, I've recorded presentations multiple times, and I've noticed significant improvements in delivery and confidence over short spans of time. It works the same as I've done the same, all right? It works the same in language learning. Now, there are paid resources as well. So you want to leverage technology that can significantly enhance language learning. And I will tell you, I use a combination in my learning journey. I use a combination of free and paid. Just because it's paid doesn't mean it's better. You want to use what works for you. There's something called the Elsa Speak app. This is a innovative application, utilizes advanced speech recognition technology to provide users with real-time feedback on their pronunciation. This tool is particularly beneficial for non-native speakers looking to refine their accent and articulation. So many speakers are worried about their accent. In fact, they're overly worried about their accent, but many are, right? And so this is a great tool to help them with that. In terms of pronunciation improvement, users can practice words and phrases while receiving immediate corrections, allowing for targeted practice and boosting confidence. Studies show that consistent practice leads to noticeable improvements in clarity. Fluency development. By engaging with the app regularly, learners can develop their speaking rhythm and intonation. This method not only aids in fluency, but also prepares learners for real-life conversations. Paid resources like this Elsa Speak app represent a valuable investment in one's language learning journey, providing structured practice that can be adapted to individual learning styles. Number 3, using language apps. So this section, we focus on the importance of recording oneself as a method to improve English, right? Or in the last session, we did. But there is an important use for language apps. And there's no better tool to turn our attention to after recording oneself than using language apps as effective tools for self-study in English. This enhances the learner's engagement and interaction with the language, no doubt about that. So let's look at just quickly the benefits of language apps. Language learning apps create interactive environments for practicing vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation, thus making learning enjoyable and effective. Free language apps such as Duolingo provides diverse English lessons focusing on essential language skills, making it accessible for learners on a budget. Paid language apps such as Babbel offers structured lessons with personalized progress tracking, making it particularly advantageous for learners in business contexts. So looking more closely at the benefits of language apps, right? Once again, they offer diverse and interactive resources, making English practice accessible and enjoyable. These apps often include gamified elements, quizzes, and progress tracking, which can motivate learners to practice regularly and effectively. Research shows that learners using language apps increase vocabulary retention by 20% compared to traditional methods. Popular apps like Duolingo, Babbel, and Rosetta Stone provide tailored lessons, allowing learners to focus on their specific needs and interests. Many language apps incorporate speech recognition technology, allowing users to practice pronunciation and receive instant feedback. Now, according to a survey, 70% of language learners report that using apps has significantly improved their confidence in speaking English. So let's take a look at the free versions. In today's digital age, language apps have become vital tools for self-learners, offering flexibility and accessibility. A quick Duolingo, easy for me to say, right? Duolingo overview is a popular language learning app that provides a gamified learning experience. Some people prefer this sort of interface, allowing users to progress through various levels while learning English. It includes a wide array of lessons that cater to different proficiency and levels, making it suitable for both beginners and advanced learners. Essential skills focus. The app emphasizes essential language skills such as listening, speaking, reading, and writing. This comprehensive approach ensures that learners develop a well-rounded understanding of the English language, which is crucial for effective communication in business and everyday situations. Now, according to recent studies, users of Duolingo reported a significant improvement in their language skills after consistent use, demonstrating the app's effectiveness and language acquisition. In terms of user engagement, the app employs a reward system that motivates learners to practice daily, fostering a habit of continuous learning. So I know a number of different people, including some clients that use it, and they swear by it. So you have to try it, let's say, and see if it works for you. If you, or any of these tools, try and see what fits best for you. There's no such thing as one's better than the other, except if it's better for you. Okay, now paid language apps. There's no doubt, obviously, that the rise of technology has transformed language learning. And this is certainly true with paid apps leading the charge for this sort of self-study. Babbel's structured lessons offer a comprehensive curriculum that caters to learners at various levels. This structured approach ensures that users build upon their knowledge systematically, making it easier to grasp concepts that are complex, but they do this gradually. They also have progress tracking features, which are also critical. One of Babbel's standout features is its personalized progress tracking. Users can see their advancements over time, allowing them to identify strengths and areas needing improvement. This feature is particularly beneficial for professionals who need to manage their time efficiently. There's also business context relevance, right? So there are specific modules tailored for specific business contexts. These modules provide learners with vocabulary and phrases relevant to their professions, equipping them with the necessary language skills to communicate effectively in a business environment. Incorporating apps like Babbel into your self-study routine can significantly enhance your language learning experience, making it both effective and enjoyable. Now let's look at reading aloud. So in this section, we highlight the significance of reading aloud as a fundamental strategy for enhancing your English language skills and its role in effective self-study. Right? We explore why read aloud. All right. And our position is that it's essential for improving pronunciation, fluency, and comprehension, serving as a straightforward yet impactful practice method for language learners. We will, of course, touch on free resources for reading aloud, such as BBC News, the New York Times, and they offer diverse reading materials. So this is especially important for practicing reading aloud as a business person in particular. Then we'll take a look at paid resources for reading aloud, services like Audible, which provide audiobooks that allow learners to follow along with native speakers, enhancing pronunciation and rhythm. Okay, so why read aloud? The simple answer is a powerful tool. It reinforces a language learning experience and helps learners internalize vocabulary and sentence structures. So when you read aloud, you're able to engage multiple senses, which can enhance memory retention and your understanding of the material. Research backs this up. It indicates that reading aloud can improve pronunciation accuracy by up to 30%, especially when paired with feedback from recordings. Fluency is developed through the rhythmic and expressive nature of reading aloud, helping learners gain confidence in their speaking abilities. Also, by incorporating reading aloud into your daily routine, which you can do, right, very easily, because it's as simple as reading news articles or storytelling or practicing dialogues from textbooks. So it's very easy to do and it's very convenient. So let's look at some of the free resources. Right? We have online news platforms. We have websites like BBC News and the New York Times and other periodicals and online magazines, but these two in particular from a business perspective. They offer a wealth of current articles that are excellent for practicing reading aloud. These platforms not only provide high quality content, but also feature varied vocabulary and sentence structures, exposing learners to different styles of writing. Right? In terms of diverse reading materials, this allows you to engage with a variety of reading sources, such as articles, blogs, and short stories that can enhance vocabulary and comprehension. These materials often reflect everyday language usage, making them particularly useful for practical application. Utilizing these resources regularly can significantly improve one's confidence and speaking skills, making self-learners better equipped for real-world conversations. Incorporating reading aloud into your daily routines can turn passive learning into an interactive experience, reinforcing language retention and understanding. So, in our digital age, numerous paid resources are available as well to enhance your English reading skills, particularly for practicing reading aloud. These resources not only provide content, but also assist in mastering pronunciation and rhythm. Audible access. Audible offers a vast library of audiobooks that cater to various genres and interests. By listening to these audiobooks, learners can engage with uh, various texts, but let's say they engage with the text while improving their pronunciation. And they do this by mimicking the narrator's voice. This is especially valuable if you're reading from different texts with different narrators from different countries. Native pronunciation. Following along with the native speaker's pronunciation helps learners grasp the nuances of the English language. This practice allows self-learners to internalize correct speech patterns and improve their overall fluency. Combining reading with listening can significantly enhance comprehension and retention, leading to a more rounded language learning experience. So consider subscribing to platforms like Audible as a long-term investment in your language skills, but also just upgrading via its content, upgrading overall your business acumen, capabilities, etc. Regular practice using these resources, of course, can lead to noticeable improvements in your speaking abilities. Now let's look at number 5, practicing through writing. So in this section, we emphasize the significance of writing as a method to enhance English skills crucial for self-learners seeking effective practice techniques. Now, in terms of the importance of writing practice, writing serves as an essential method for improving grammar, vocabulary, and sentence structure, crucial for effective communication. There are going to be some free writing resources, of course. Tools like Grammarly provide users with grammar and style checks to significantly improve their writing quality. There are paid writing resources. One example is Pro Writing Aid, which offers comprehensive insights that help learners enhance their writing quality through detailed analysis. And let me just say one thing. There's something special about being able to write things down by hand in terms of how it better helps you to retain the information. Why does it do that? How does it do that? Who knows? But it works. So let's dive a little deeper into the importance of writing practice. This is essential for language acquisition, allowing learners to internalize the rules and structures, pen to paper. Engaging in regular writing helps learners articulate thoughts clearly, improving overall communication skills. So once again, research backs this up. It indicates that writing promotes better retention of vocabulary, and students who write words are 20% more likely to remember them. Journaling or blogging can facilitate self-expression and boost confidence in using English. Utilizing online platforms, once again, like Grammarly or Hemingway, can provide immediate feedback on writing, enhancing learning and outcomes. So even though I prefer pen to paper, and many people do, there are many tools where you can use an application to do the writing. It certainly will help you do the retention and the reinforcement. My preference and what I've observed over time is that pen to paper writing by hand is super useful, and it tends to be better, but both work. So don't let one or the other stop you. Do both, do one, but do one of them. Now, in terms of free writing resources, which significantly enhance your skills, once again, utilize tools like Grammarly. This will help with the grammar, but also improves your style and overall writing quality. In terms of quality improvement, Grammarly is a powerful tool that provides real-time grammar and style checks. It allows users to identify and correct errors instantly. This can be particularly beneficial for self-learners who may not have immediate feedback from a speaking partner. Quality improvement. By utilizing tools like Grammarly, learners can see which areas of their writing needs improvement. This feedback loop helps users refine their writing skills, making them more confident in their English communication, especially in professional settings. In addition to Grammarly, other resources such as Hemingway Editor and Pro Writing Aid can also be explored for their unique features in enhancing writing clarity and effectiveness. Engaging in free writing exercises regularly can help learners practice their writing skills in a structured way, promoting fluency and creativity in their use of the English language. Of course, there are paid writing resources. In today's digital age, having access to quality writing is critical, right, for self-learners, especially for non-native speakers aiming to enhance their English skills. So Pro Writing Aid Insights, this tool offers comprehensive analysis of your writing, identifying areas for improvement such as grammar, style, and structure. Users can leverage its detailed reports to understand their weaknesses and track progress over time. Writing quality enhancement. By utilizing resources like Pro Writing Aid, learners can elevate their writing from basic to sophisticated. The insights help in refining sentence structure, enhancing vocabulary, and ensuring that the intended message is conveyed effectively. Additionally, these tools often come with user-friendly interfaces and tutorials, making them accessible for all skill levels. They can also integrate with various writing platforms, facilitating seamless use during everyday writing tasks. I just want to add, since this we're going to conclude and wrap up here, is that I have no financial interest in any of the platforms or tools mentioned here. These are strictly mentioned because they are helpful, because I have used them myself, have clients that have used them and spoken highly of them and benefited from them. So let's start to look at a conclusion. I want to start with reiterating the strategies, right? So the 5 effective strategies for practicing English, highlighting their proven benefits for learners. Encouragement and motivation, right? Offers a motivational quote, right? So I have a slide for this that underscores the significance of consistency and positivity in mastering English. So reiterating the strategies, the slide summarizes 5 practical strategies for self-studying English aimed at improving fluency and confidence. They include shadowing, which involves mimicking native speakers and recording oneself to identify areas for improvement, using language apps for interactive practice, reading aloud for pronunciation, and writing to enhance grammar and vocabulary. Research shows that shadowing can increase pronunciation accuracy by up to 30%. Language learning apps like Duolingo and Babbel have millions of users demonstrating their effectiveness in engaging learners. Reading aloud not only improves pronunciation, but also aids in comprehension, making it a dual-purpose practice. Writing regularly can boost vocabulary retention by 34% compared to passive learning methods. And here, let's just take a look at this quote. The core message of the quote emphasizes that consistent small efforts accumulate over time to lead to success. This is by Robert Collier. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. Right? Continuous and consistent. This quote is relevant to the presentation topic here today, right? This lesson, as it reinforces the importance of daily practice and positive mindset in mastering the English language or any skill, truthfully. Now, Robert Collier, he was an American author known for his works on personal development and self-help, particularly during the early to mid 20th century, right? And this was a special time because this was a time that truly emphasized self-improvement and the power of positive thinking, right? He has many best-selling books, one's called The Secret of the Ages. And the one thing I will say is that he focuses on the principles of personal achievement and the belief that every small effort contributes to larger goals. I personally use this approach. It's helped me both in my career and my language learning. Okay, so if you have found this content useful, certainly like, subscribe. Please leave comments because it helps us to help you, and it because we can then correct and or tailor certain things that we present in terms of our content. You certainly want to share and then click on the notification bell so you'll know when new content is coming out. So with that, see you next time as we continue our linguistic adventure together.